Can you hear me, guys? Gonna be a volatile day today, I hope. See that creepy. Can you hear me now? Sorry, I forgot to switch the time. I was just saying here that I was interested for this relatively equal highs while the market has cleared this liquidity, trade the last fair value gap, and then give me the speed. I was not able to enter over here because this was too much speedy. Come back again here. This last FVZ as well as the water block of all of this area came here, tried 3 buy because of this relatively equal highs, and then this 3 buy led me here. Okay, so first went for 2 micro contract, then went 3 micro contract, and then went 8 micro contract. So this 2 3 8 micro contract, so every time it was just stopping me out and giving me the speed. I was getting more confident that this time it is going to work, so I did over leveraged. So from 2 to, I think, 3 and 8, if I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah. First two contract entry, three contract entry, and then lastly 8 contract entry, and got stopped up. I mean, it stopped me out. If I wouldn't start the live, so after seeing this, maybe I would enter over here again with 5 to 10 micro contract, and then maybe I would get stopped out again. I'm just saying what I would do. It doesn't mean that you are going to do the same thing. You know, no trade should be done before 9:30. It's highly risky. But again, just my opinion. I'm just sharing my things. I don't really care about anything. That was the reason I bought another account so that I don't need to trade this account anymore. At least not for today. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow is a great opportunity. We'll see if I can get that account tomorrow. The fresh account. Would love to trade this Blue Garden future. And over here, that execution I have already shared in my YouTube channel. So over here, took the first sell from the water block, wanted to take the partial, the 50%, wanted to hold it for here because I knew the market is going to reverse for this buy side liquidity over here, relatively equal highs. So just tried to catch the reaction partial. If it is overzealous, then give me the hit profit. But market didn't do that. I trailed my stop loss too fast, got to a stop loss, I mean two contract stopped out. Fine. Just got to handle, not to contract, to handle stopped out. Same time, cap to the 50-minute bullish cap, market structure shift, fair value cap, immediate reaction to this fair value cap, took the entry to the top of this entry fair value cap, stop loss was below this breakaway cap, took first partial, you can see here, old last FVC as well as the rejection block here, the first partial over here, then took the second partial around the buy side liquidity, not exactly to the buy side liquidity, just below the buy side liquidity. It could make relatively equals, and then finally close the trade to this last FVC from 1 minute chart. It was really an awesome trade in around the Asia session. I'm just not interested to trade this account anymore because it has built more than $450. Not interested to touch this account. I will just trade this account. Okay, look at in futures new account. We'll see if I can go for some good trade or not. Okay, at the same time, like if it is 200 $300 loss, I'll just stop trading these accounts as well. For the sake of this conversation, I'm going to disconnect this trade of it. I would love to, because secondly, if I can enter. Last time I blew the Lucid trading account just by pushing the mini contract. So I went for 3 mini contract instead of the micro contract. 9:30 open, right? This is the volume imbalance, daily volume imbalance. That was a nice fall. Of course, I'm not going to go for 5 micro contract. I'll go for 2 micro contract because of the volatility. And the plan is same. the buy side liquidity here is my target. So if it close here somewhere and build a bullish gap, I'll go for that buy. I just need a bullish gap. It has already cleared the liquidity. Already cleared the liquidity.
Order filled.
Going to cover the last FVC. Target profit randomly there. Randomly, okay. If I can catch at least one is two. Market fall, took the liquidity, sell side liquidity has been cleared. Yeah, buy side liquidity has been cleared as well, as this market is bit bullish. I know that I have a big opening gap, but still this beautiful setup, I just don't want to miss this trade. Market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap. We'll try to go for 1:1 and then randomly we'll close the trade around that area if I get that opportunity. After clearing the partial, if I get the partial, after clearing the partial, we'll put my stop loss to the break even. If it doesn't work, for example, it didn't work, then I'll get like $129 loss. By the way, I'm just pushing this button because I'm watching this market for a long time, like last 1 hour I was watching this market. So that's why I just took the entry around 9:30. Okay, if I just opened the chart, of course I wouldn't go for this. My first interest is to see if it can come to this old gap one more time, old gap low. My first intention to see if it can come this old gap low is near about 747.25, 747.25. Let's see if it can reach to this line or not. Old gap low, old gap low, regular, a huge gap. I didn't get the partial yet. I just put the partial level here randomly because just try to go for 1:1. I really don't know if it is 1:1 or not. It can be a bit up and down, but yeah, what it is. Clearing the partial, if it give me the partial level, actually will put my stop loss to the break even. If it doesn't give it to me, then I'll just get stopped out with that $129 loss. We'll go for another opportunity if it can provide me another like winning trade or mitigation trade or whatever it is. We can catch the partial, put the stop loss to the break even. I don't care what the market will go next or not because it has a huge gap, opening gap. If it really interested to go for that opening gap, then of course I will no I'll get no opportunity. Okay, so I really would love to see it will come at least to the low of this old gap, and then if it would love to fall, I will have
Order filled.
okay. So took the partial. Stop loss is at the break even. Yeah, stop loss is at the break even. We'll see if it can hit my target, which is near about 70 30 30 almost 80 handle. Okay, near about 80 handles. So let's see if it can give me 80 handle or not. This is the volume balance high. Of course this high can stop the market and send it lower again. Okay, I really appreciate it if it do that, and in that type of scenario I don't need to worry about that because my stop loss is at the break even. So even if I get stopped out, I'm actually not losing a lot. Market fall took the liquidity market structure sheet, fair value gap, water block, list down close, body close candles, trade the water block. There is a gap, small gap. Just wanna see this gap to be unfilled and send the market higher. Okay. Hey Sophia, good morning. How are you, sister? So far, it's kind of 40 handles, something like that. It's if partial is gone, then I don't need to worry about that. At the same time, guys, just think like that way. This is the theme I always keep you asking not to do that. If I wouldn't over leveraged over here like 8 micro contract, 5 micro contract, 3 micro contract, something like that. If I wouldn't do that, it wouldn't be like this much loss, right? It would be a much more lower loss, like maybe 100, 150, something like that. It would be that much loss over here. However, if it was like 100, $150 loss, then I could go for this trade over here, and this trade with the 2 micro contract would already covered almost all of my losses. All of my losses would be covered over here. That's why I keep asking you guys not to overtrade, not to, I mean, over leverage is going to kill you. One over leverage is like five, like huge trading, it's over trading. So please always be careful about your over leveraging. When you are getting so much confident, reduce your contract size. When you get so much
Order
confident,
filled.
reduce your contracts. So got a stopped out over here, and we'll see the next opportunity. Okay, so this volume balance high is trying to hold the market. We'll see if it can hold the market and send the market lower for that big volume imbalance. I'll be here to find any sort of selling opportunity now, as long as it's not showing the bearishness from the 1 minute chart. I'm just not interested to push the button from the 15-second chart. So we'll wait for this 1 minute chart to show some sort of bearishness, going for the next trade. Otherwise, if you come here, then it would be awesome sell. Okay, that will be a highly confident sell from that area. Overnight big run can cause the morning session drop. See, this market opened here, but like here, it opened here and came here before 9:30. Really highly difficult market, can be a very highly difficult market. Just be careful, okay? NQ Slayer, my target is daily fair value gap. Uh, Good morning, Jaid. Good morning, Sophia, Dora. Just let's not forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for reminding. I also forgot about the likes. I'm just not sure that I'll be available in live like that much regular from now on. I wanna take break from the, not break actually. I wanna quit live streaming, not directly but slowly. At least in YouTube actually. Hey Suzivan, good morning, brother. NQ Slayer, my target is daily fair value. Okay, brother, are you talking about buy or sell? NQ Slayer, if you can confirm that, brother, it would be awesome, man. You're talking about buy or sell? Target is daily fair value cap. Let me see what is the daily fair value cap. I'm so sorry, guys. Sometimes, like I tried to show that I'm all in all. Okay, I'm the best. I'm the best. I shouldn't do that. Some of you are really highly potential, and to be honest, yeah. So, are you talking about cap, brother? To be honest, I should appreciate that. So, I'm so sorry because of my behavior. I should appreciate all of your information. Thank you, NQ Slayer, for being over here, man. I really appreciate it. Even all of you, man. I really appreciate it. However, guys, in other word, for me, I'm long-term bearish. I'm expecting the market to come here. As you can see, this volume imbalance over here, it has been broken. That candle has broke the volume imbalance. And how to say this? Oh, by the way, what is this thing over here? Come over there. This is the opening gap. Just remember this is the opening gap over here. Opening gap is over there. Um, it can close last day I was interested to see this will come here and then it can fall, or it can just close the opening gap 100%, then it can fall. It didn't do anything, it just simply tapped to the opening gap low and then fall. However, last Friday, I hope all of you are safe. I was not safe because this Lucid trading account, I went for the maximum loss, $1,250 loss last Friday. I think I can show that to you. I'll show that to you later actually. And this over, that's good. That opening gap, this market can simply go for to close this opening gap. Just remember that overnight big run can make the morning session sloppy. In that type of scenario, the PM session is gonna be awesome. So please be a bit careful for pushing the button. The huge opening gap. I'm just not interested to take any sort of sell as long as this market is not going to break this last FVZ. If it break this last FVZ, then I can start to think about the sell. Otherwise, I'm more interested to see if it can reach to be honest, if it can reach to the low of this gap. If I come here, electronic trading hour, and if I just come there, my higher time frame, this gap, oh sorry, forward check, my mistake. This gap from hourly chart, this candle low, this candle high, the candle has traded this gap previously, rejected from the top. I just want to see if it can reach to the bottom one more time and then start to fall. I'm not bullish, I'm long term bearish. I'm not thinking about the bullishness, I'm just interested to see if it can reach to the PDRA, then start to fall. I was thinking like that way because this gap over here, this gap is broken from 50-minute chart. Specific gap is broken over here. Yeah, I can see there is a small gap as well, which is the last parallel gap. I 100% agree with, but still, this hourly gap low is more juicy to me. So I really interested to see that it will come here, then it will reverse, and then go for the sell and liquid all of this. Didn't do that. From 4 hour chart, this is the last FVC market tap to this 4 hour last FVC, reverse from there. Not interested to see it's gonna go for the like all the buy side liquidity and then coming for the all time high. No, I'm not interested. More interested to see fall. Has to fall. And this is the oil. You know the situation right now all over the world. Uh, According to my research, 80% of the country will be out of their stock, oil stock. If they don't get a new oil from that Hormuz trade by the end of the third week, that means all I mean to say, like Iran stopped the Hormuz and the oil is not passing from there. If it continue within 3 weeks, almost 80% of the countries will be out of oil. And if it happens, the world economy is going to crash. Not only the American economy, the world economy is going to crash. In my opinion, again, of course, there can be alternative. Of course, there could be something else that's unexpected. But according to the general knowledge, if the oil keep rising, the world economy will crash. And if the world economy crash, then of course the American economy will also fall. The stock market will fall. My expectation right now, as long as the Hormuz Strait is closed, I'm more interested to see. I know this is just the fake, okay? It's not something like real or something. You see this candle, it's not real. It's just like making the people fool. Ah, no, oil is not going higher. It's going to fall. Where every children knows that if the strait is closed, Hormuz is closed, it should not fall. It should go higher. The price should go higher. So you can see this was the price before the war. was 67, near about 67 before the war. When the war started, came to the $119 barrel per barrel, $119. And right now, still, it is like 95, 94, something like that. This is something called bubble, called like fake things over here. Fall that fall. This is just the fake thing. As long as this straight is closed, it should rise up. Why it's not rising? Because not of the selling pressure, not of the buying pressure. People selling, that's the market is falling. No, it's bullshit. The market maker who is actually holding the market over here, still trying to make convince people that I'm not extremely bullish. I don't care about the hormones. If even if no oil come or go anywhere in this world, the price is not going to go higher. It's gonna keep melting, it's gonna come here. So don't worry about that. Just something like that. And I just think this is all the fake thing. Okay, this is gonna be brushed. Now what then? It's gonna be brushed and market is going to come around 150 or something like that, around that area because of the standard deviation as well as the prediction of the world economics, all of the people. Okay, you can do that by yourself. However, I'm just expecting it will come around 150 if the Hormuz is still closed over there. And when the oil is going to up, this guy should be down. Actually went through that area. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, man, wow. Why did you stop me out then? Why did you stop me out then? If you really would love to go higher, then why did you stop me out then? I hate you, man. I believe this market will fall. Okay, this is going to fall now or then. It's a matter of time. It's going to fall. That fall is gonna be disaster. I have electric car. Okay, man. So you don't need the oil. Okay. Uh, can you cook? Can you cook without oil by the electricity? Can you do that? This could reverse if candlestick closed below 6758. Let me see, brother. 758. That's far actually. First present fair value gap at 9:45 a.m. Ah, that's the first presented gap. Thank you, brother. Let's see how this market is going to react with this first presented gap. By the way, just remember while the market is falling, yes is stronger. When the market is going higher, Nasdaq is stronger. For your kind information. Perfect. I'd love to go for the sell again. I'll put the limit order. Come here again. The plus is gonna be below, sorry, above this gap, breakaway gap. And I'll target here somewhere. First, let's see if it can take.
Order filled.
Then let's see if it can fall. If it doesn't fall, because of this bullishness, this is also the first presented gap. So market is more interested to go higher. Then I'm not going to test the limit order. If it is started to fall, I'll go for this limit buy below this zone. It's gonna be near about 1:1. Market went higher, cleared almost every kind of buy side liquidity. Market structure shift, fair value gap, trade the fair value gap. Love to see go for this sell side liquidity over here, which is this relatively equal lows around that area. Yeah, I'll be very careful while this market will come to this gap. I'll try to trail the stop loss below, sorry, above this order block. So if it come to this gap over here, I'll move my stop loss above this order block. If it doesn't do that, instead of that respect from this gap, I start to go higher, I'll get stopped out over there. My intention was to take the sell from the beginning, but that buy sell liquid was too juicy, as well as if it could go a bit higher, at least to the bearish gap, hourly gap low, or the volume balance high. Perfectly respected the high of this volume balance here, around this from 15 minutes. Beautifully, it has been respected from there. So after clearing almost every kind of buy side liquidity and this Judas swing, and then gave me this beautiful market structure shift from 15-second chart, entry gap, breakaway gap, sell side liquidity, some sell side liquidity there, more sell side liquidity here. Love to see if it can fall from that beautiful setup to the top of this setup. Stop loss is in the logical place, entry is in the logical area, partial is logical area. We'll just let the market to go. Here, one thing I'm just not doing is not going for 1:1 partial. Okay, so if you guys want to go for one partial, you guys can try it. But I'm just interested to see if it can fall here and can give me the trade. All I will do, I'll move my stop loss if I see this candle come here, this gap. For the first time it will come to this gap, I'll move my stop loss just on like here somewhere. Okay, I don't think so here somewhere, but depends on the market. I'll just here or here, any of this area I'll put my stop loss. Otherwise this market will go higher, stop me out. I didn't over leverage, you can see. I didn't over leverage. 88 handle risk doesn't work. So finally market came to this gap. Okay, the gap, only gap that can stop the market and send it higher again. I'm not interested to take the risk anymore. Covered the order block, see the highest up close body close candle, order block, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, trade one more time, order block, closed below this. If it doesn't respect that order block, either way is going to be respected. Market will start to go higher. I'm just not interested to get stopped out after seeing this gap is holding the market and the bearish PDR is failing to hold the market. In this type of scenario, put my stop loss here, mm, and we'll see if it can keep falling by breaking this last FVG. I'm just not marking it here, but you can see around this happening over here. Closed below the 50% of this gap. That is a good news. I have a gap here that has been already traded. Perfect. And fall. Why I moved my stop loss? Because of this order block, as well as this last gap is holding the market. See, last gap, tap to this last gap that is holding the market, sending it higher again, maybe to the low of this hourly gap. Remember that gap? Really would love to go over there. Okay, I'll get stopped out over here, put it above the order block. My expectation was wrong. 22 IT model didn't work. It is more interested to go higher. I'll get stopped out the most logical level. Okay, I was absolutely right because market was bearish. It was going to be broken. Gave me the 22 IT model, took the sell. Order block has been respected so beautifully. Keep falling, market keep falling. I'll get that boom. So all of my risk is mitigated. I mean, sorry, all of my risk calculated. Okay. Just remember, overnight big run can cause the morning session sloppy, very sloppy, very sloppy, very sloppy. Like if you are over leveraging, you are going to blow the account. If you are not waiting for the setup, you are going to blow the account for sure. There is nothing that can stop you doing that. You take some sort of losing trade, just stop over there. Immediately stop over there. No need to trade anymore. However, as the order block has been traded, you can see here it has been perfectly traded. I'm going to put my stop loss to the break even right now. I'm not interested to hold this trade anymore as the market has perfectly rejected from there, from this gap, went higher, trade this order block and then reject it from that order block. At the same time, it has built buy side liquidity here for consecutive, bit consolidation over here around this area. So if this market doesn't want to go higher, it can simply take that low for the last time, trade that last gap, and give the speed toward that buy side liquidity. I'm just not interested to hold this trade anymore. We'll put my stop loss to the break even and we'll see if it can fall, uh, and then just keep falling. Otherwise, we'll get stopped out to the break even and the market will go higher. I'm good. It stop me out and then start to fall.
Order filled.
I try to take the sell again, but not interested to hold this trade anymore because of not the what to say, I mean the continuous falling or the momentum or something like that. So that is the run. Did the perfect job with the next opportunity. So let's see if it can come here. Not interested to take the buy right now. We'll just we'll see that if it can reach over there, then we'll try to take the sell again on the low of this hourly old gap. Or if it doesn't want to do that, instead of that, it would love to close these gaps. We'll see that as well after the market go a bit higher. Okay, from 1 minute chart so far, it's just disaster. Electric stove. Electric. I was asking about the oil. I mean, when you are going to cook, I believe that you need oil. Almost everything uh, you need oil to cook. So if you need the oil to cook in that type of scenario, how you are going to mm, how you are going to manage that? All trade the last gap, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, going higher. Not interested to take this buy because I don't have any buy side liquidity. Okay, previously I had the buy side liquidity, that's why I framed that buy. But now, as I don't have the buy side liquidity, I'm not going to take this buy. I know it can reach to the low of this gap over here, or maybe to the this area, or maybe to fill this whole opening gap. Still, I can't take the buy as I don't have any buy side liquidity. By the way, if you guys see any short of buy side liquidity, please let me know. I can miss some buy side liquidity. If you don't see any buy side liquidity, also let me know that, okay? Because without the buy side liquidity, I won't be able to frame the any short of buy. But if there is any buy side liquidity, maybe I'll be able to catch some short of buys as well. Even if I don't get the sell, I'll be able to get some buy as well. I mean, at least I'll make it 100, okay? Because if unfortunately I push the button, it's not going to execute 100 contract. As sometimes it happens, okay? I just forgot and I just click over there. California, okay, Friday high. I'm not interested about the Friday high, brother. I have already told that just maximum line I'm interested to see if it can reach to the low of this hourly bearish gap. Yeah, Friday high is over here. Yeah, of course, if it go for that, it can simply come to the person of that opening gap. I'm not yet interested about that. I'm just interested to see this market will fall. Like, see this liquidity over here, this low, and that low, relatively equal lows over here. So much juicy to me, as well as over here. See, this so beautiful too. I'm more interested to take the sell instead of taking the buy. Okay, I think I'm going to get another sell. Hope it built a gap over here. I'll take the sell again. Stop loss here. 99 handle and
Order filled.
target profit again. Going to put it randomly and we'll try to take partial, like 1:1 type partial. This time the stop loss is bit bigger. I know, like 24 handle, something like that, in 15 seconds. 24 handle stop loss is really huge, but I really wanted to cover this gap over here. This is a small gap. I wanted to cover that, so not that gap, my mistake. This gap over here, and as the market again went higher, the same logic with this area, that same logic around there. Okay, so high, that high, okay, that high has cleared all of these highs back. This high has cleared all of these highs, then gave me the market structure, fair value gap. Everything is same over here again. So market went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity, gave me the market structure shift, fair value gap. Love to go for the trade from this fair value gap. Stopped me out, get stopped out. We'll wait for the next selling opportunity. As long as I'm not seeing any short of buying, so buy side liquidity there, I'm not going to frame the buy. This time hasn't lost a VZ over here around this area that could hold the market, send it higher. Over here, this is the lowest down close body close right now around the last FVG. So if this really interested to go higher, it can support from this quarter block, can start to go higher. Again, the same thing. My risk is just limited, not huge risk. Would love to go for that sell. When I'm going to get that, just will keep falling. If I don't get it, or maybe take 250 $300 loss, we'll just stop over there.
Order filled.
All I'm trying to see if I can survive with this choppy price action. I'm sorry, not choppy, I should say like consolidation price action. Overnight big run can cause the morning session consolidation. Here, my intention was thinking like that way, that market just simply did is going to do the something, what to say, I mean the old. Now, if you ask me about the PDRs over here, I don't need any short of PDRs over here, because this area is full of new day opening gap and new week opening gap. So either way, it has a lot of PDRs over here, high time frame point of interest. But to be honest, I'm more interested to see this is going to fall rather than going to take the buy. I'll just go for the buy if I see any sort of buy side liquidity, but still now I didn't see any sort of buy side liquidity over there. It's still targeting the low of the daily. Okay, brother, I think I missed your previous comment. I was asking, are you talking about the buy or sell, or what you are talking about? The daily bearish fair value gap. So you are interested to take the sell actually. Sorry, buy not sell. Interested. And I believe that you're talking about this gap, if I'm not mistaken. You're talking about that gap, right? You can go for that. That's an awesome idea, brother. That's a nice view, brother. I'm still bearish. I'm still all thinking about the sell. If and only if there is a buy, if and only if there was a buy side liquidity, I would go for that buy. But I'm not interested to take any short of buy. Every single time I'll get the selling opportunity, I'll go for that. Just remind me if I ever try to pyramid the trade, or if I try to go more than 2 micro contracts, stop me over there, please. It's a request. Psychology, sometimes I need the help from you guys. You need the help from other people. This is how we should work, like as a community. So I don't care who I am. I don't care who are you. Don't over leverage. So for me, in this volatile market, 2 micro contract is good. Maybe maximum 3 micro contract. But more than 3 micro contract is absolutely suicidal over here. This gap is still holding the market. This whole area is holding the market, but it actually just stopped me out, and then it's okay. Not going to chase it from here, because now I'm not uh, interested to enter again over there, as this market didn't respect this gap so beautifully, right? Just violate this gap a bit, and then started to fall from this old area. See this gap? I was more afraid of this gap, so unfortunately I got stopped out. Was not able to be in that trade. So let's see if it can keep falling. But here I'm already missed the opportunity. As I got stopped out, I'm not interested to re-enter over here again. Let this go. 1 minute chart, absolutely nothing. 1 minute chart, absolutely nothing. Simply nothing. What is the ping zone, bro? That on? That's the hourly gap. Let me show you. Sorry, guys, I have a huge, how to say that? These things. That hourly gap. I've already ordered these three things: boom arm, this webcam, and the Shure MV7 Plus microphone. I think I'll get them within Thursday, upcoming Thursday. So I'm just waiting for these three things. You guys know that I'm struggling with this microphone for a long time. This time I'm going with this one. Let's see if it works or not. And this thing. First, I thought that finally this three actually. So I think it will be, yeah, it will be within like by Thursday, I guess. I hope that's gonna help me a bit about the live streaming, but not. I'm talking about this YouTube live streaming. I will be more active on Discord, I guess. Fed up with this YouTube thing. Oh, by the way, the Take Profit Trader, they canceled the partnership with me and they gave me the reason, uh, like how to say that. I mean, I don't get the engagement on YouTube. I don't have the engagement. I'm not active. They cancel the. Let me show that. I send it. So I'm really fed up because I tried a lot, right? Near about 3 years now. Okay, so finally it came here, the low of this hourly cap. Let's see if it can reverse from there, or does it really want to keep going higher. I'm not interested to re-enter, at least not after seeing all of this liquidity left around this area, all of this liquidity left over here. So tap to the low of this hourly cap. This is the last time I'll look for the sell from this area. If it can give me the selling opportunity, any short of 22 YT model, bearish model, I'll go for that trade. Just told me this includes interaction rates, comments, likes, share, and overall activity in your community. Uh, like setting niche, like audience. While we don't have a specific number, a larger audience is generally favorable. This includes interaction. Okay, so I am not getting the engagement. That's why they just cancel the partnership with the Tech Profit Trader. I give them the reply mail, but let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm just getting fed up because I tried my level best, guys. I'm still in that trade. We're still in that trade, brother. God is to talk. Like 106 people are watching, just 29 likes. So that's why I'm saying that I'll just be maybe sometimes on Discord live, and you can see like most of the times I'm not going to do live streaming again anymore. I'll just go with my own trading, my own thing. So I've removed all the playlist. So one of my brother just asked me, "What is the playlist?" The playlist is gone. Everything is in general. If anyone is interested, maybe they will be able to see it. Everything is in this area. I just removed all the playlist as well. I'm just fed up with this, all of these things. For the lives, begging for the likes. Down, down. Last opportunity to take the sell from that area. This is the low of this hourly cap. So if it really interested to fall, then I'll try to take the sell from there. If it's not interested to fall, instead of it would keep going higher, I'll just let him keep going higher, because as I'm saying, I don't have any buy side liquidity. I can't target anything. I don't have the end line. I don't have relatively equal highs. I have nothing over here. The next liquidity level is over here. See this high? This is the next liquidity level. Now it's really too far. I'm just not interested to go for that area. This low is a valid swing low for shifting market structure. Market structure will go for the sell again. If it come here, we'll go for the from there. Stop loss again above that area. Make another gap over here. We'll take the sell from that gap. I wish it's not going to leave me the entries from there back.
Order filled.
Target problem. So, yeah. Remember the last sell from this zone or this area, because if it doesn't reverse from the low of this hourly cap, it never reverse. The highest up close body close candle is the bearish order block. I'm more interested to see if this bearish order block can hold the market and it lower or not. So if it doesn't work, I'm not going to frame any other sell, at least not this area anymore, and will not go for any sort of buy, of course. As I told, I don't have any liquidity.
Order filled.
Come on, happened. Where is my set entry?
Order
What
filled.
happened to that entry? Gonna re-enter. It's a area. Market went higher, tap to the hourly last gap I was showing you from the beginning around this area. Give me market structure shift, a beautiful market structure shift, fair value gap, entry gap, trade the entry gap, cover the breaker. I'll just cover the whole area, okay, because my stop loss is not that big. And cover the whole area. So take that 96 handle risk, sorry, $96 risk to go for the partial here, and then the target below there. It can keep falling. The last sell for this area. The logic is here. This is the low of this hourly gap. Market has previously rejected from the 50%. as well as tap to the high of this gap, and then came back again to this area. The highest up close body close candle should work as a bearish order block. Let's see if it can work like that way and then keep falling. My stop loss is above this high, around this high, and entered from this gap, as well as from 1 minute chart entered from this bearish order block. Highest up close body close candle should work as an order block. It didn't should work as an order block. I don't see any logic to put my stop loss over there anymore, so I'll put my stop loss above the order block over here. My loss has been came from there to there, some sort of. You can say that, brother, you were fast to trail your stop loss. I'm just watching the market. It has traded the order block as well as the mean threshold of this order block. For the last time, tap to the low of this hourly cap. So every kind of job should be done over here. Either it will fall or it will just stop me out. I'm absolutely okay with all of these things.
Order filled.
I'm not going to go for the holding it for this area again. Of course, it can fall. If I see it is falling, then I will take a re-entry over there. But not as long as it's not falling. That was the logic not to put my stop loss here again anymore after seeing that run around that area. But yeah, again, sometimes what happens, trail the stop loss faster, got stopped out, will take the re-entry. For example, if it started to fall again, I'll take the re-entry again. Otherwise, I don't see any logic to hold the trade. So stop loss from there, come. I'll just take re-entry if I see this didn't take that high and it has closed below this gap. If it to do that, I'll take one more time re-entry from here. Otherwise, for now, the sell is done to me. That means if it take that high one tick, the sell is done for me. I'm not interested to take any other sell from there. As long as it's not going to take that high and close below this gap, I'll try to take one more sell. If it do that, then we'll go for one more sell, because I knew that my trailing stop loss stopped me out, so I'm not interested to let that opportunity to go. I think it has closed. No, it didn't. It has to close below this gap. Order flow is bullish until tap it daily fair value cap and he's taking sell from 1 hour cap. I really appreciate your understanding. I mean, I think you are talking about this bearish gap. You are saying that order flow is bullish. This gap over here. I just told that when it will come to the low of this hourly gap, old gap, I'm more interested to take the sell from that area. So it's my last opportunity to take the sell from here. So I saw opportunity. I went for the trade. Didn't work. I'm happy. We'll wait for the next area, which is daily gap. When if the market doesn't reverse from here and start to reverse from there, I'll look for the sell again from this daily bearish gap. If the market doesn't want to come to this daily bearish gap and then started to fall from that old area, I was expecting it will reverse, which is the low of this hourly gap, I'll take the sell from there. Either way, I'm not taking huge risk. I'm managing my trade. I'm doing it everything in front of you. Story, story, what it is? Story entertainment. It can work, but probability is not high. Yeah, thank you so much, brother. You were the one who actually inspired me to go for this these things. I really didn't want to go for this what to say, I mean the trading. You actually forced me to come here. You told that last 1 month you have taken all of my entries and you saw that uh, I'm not profitable. So after seeing that comment, I started this one as well as the Blue Guardian futures. You see. So this is the last Friday, and I want to show you that on last Friday what I have done. That last Friday, okay. You can see the PNL high was, what was that PNL high? PNL high be there. That PNL high. Okay, it was not showing. It is not showing over here, but I'll show that to you because it's showing from my phone. Showing. I'll show that. I was $147 high, or like something like that, and then I keep over trading. Keep over trading. I didn't stop. Friday is my weird day, and I stopped over $1,200 something loss like that. So I'm just going all of my area by managing my trades. Everything will be here, by the way. I'm just interested to know that how you can know that like my trade was like something like you're not gonna be losing trade. Okay, you are all the loss. This is the another account from the Blue Guardian futures, also kind of many days. Okay, some few days. Okay, so today is the day where I'm in loss. I'm not going to touch this account today anymore. I've traded this account like for 5 days, I guess, like that. 5 days to the losing day. I'm just interested to know that how did that all my loss entries are losing trade. That's why I'm asking. These trades are not only AM session because of AM session. I mean, you mean the AM session? All my losses are losing trade. If you keep going with the trade, it's gonna be losing trade. I didn't know that you are talking about the AM session only. Then I would only go for the AM session. However, so you know why people blow the account? They blow the account because they don't stop when they should stop. For example, if I wouldn't go further, otherwise 200, $300, I would stopped over there. My whole profit would be huge right now. So today, like last Friday, I got $300 loss, $350 loss. I stopped over there. Today, like my loss has been mitigated. I didn't stop. I keep going, I keep going, and this is the result. By the way, Friday is really hard for me to trade, but it's a great uh, at I mean great learning. Hey Tito, you are the best. I'm done today. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you have shared and the thought. I hope the motivation finds its way back to you. Means a lot to many of us. I appreciate it, brother Jesse. Thank you so much, brother, for writing that, man. I really appreciate it. Should I pass my 50K funded futures funded account? Give me some advice to cross buffer zone and without withdraw some profit. How much I can risk for trade right now and next? As I told, as you were saying, if you go with the two micro contract, I know your profit is gonna be smaller, but my new sell, like new sell over here. But I'm not going to take the sell anymore here, because like now it's like feeling putting a lot of pressure on me go for the sell. That's why when I trade by myself, this is really awesome. And when I'm in front of you, some of you, I get judged by a lot of you. But it's okay. Of course, we all are learning, right? So if you want to go, you should go with the lowest level as possible. So in my opinion, two micro contract is awesome. This gap, small gap over here, another sell from there. I wouldn't think about that, but I'm not going to take that on. Okay, I'm just gonna let this go for a bit, then we'll go for the trade. And I'm taking a lot of entries. I'm moving my stop loss to the either break even or like trailing my stop loss the limited area, so that I'm not going to get a huge loss. But according to my expectation, when this market will reverse from there, okay, you are seeing the body has closed. I don't care. This hourly gap is over here. This hourly gap is not only the hourly gap, but also a gap that's gonna build like a lot of confluences over here. This market came to this area, cleared the liquidity. A lot of liquidities has been cleared over here by that leg specifically, and then respected beautifully this week, which has traded the 50% of the daily bearish gap. Came here, fall dramatically, bullish gap, only gap that could stop the market. This bullish gap sent the market higher for this buy side liquidity around this area. It has failed. When it has failed by that area, that gap market left. Gap when this gap failed to hold the market, send it higher, it failed. Send the market lower. This is a broken gap. While I have a lot of buy side liquidity here, resistance zone over there. Leave this gap open. See this gap? Came back again, trade this gap. Come again one more time to the low of this gap because top rejection, low rejection. The best area for me to think about a sell from there. In 15-second chart, I tried to take the sell. Market was overzealous. I got stopped out maybe to the break even, maybe a smaller loss. I took another sell, didn't work, smaller loss or maybe break even. I wanna take the sell again from here. This is a small gap over there. Again market structure shift, again fair value gap, again everything. I wanna take the sell from there again. By putting the stop loss and by seeing this, maybe I'm already at the break even. I'm gonna let the market fall, sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity. And then if it can keep falling, I'll just keep holding that trade. I tried one time, didn't work, two time, didn't work, three time. Where is my loss? My loss is gone. I'm huge profit with like how to say that. This is how you should do the trading and the trade management. Now, why I didn't go for this trade? Because if I would go for this trade, like I know. For some of you, this gap is very important. This daily gap is very important. For me, this gap is not important. Of course, you can go over there. If it fail, this low is failed, the reaction from the low. If it failed, then I'll look for this daily gap. I'm going to push the button from 1 minute chart. It's not my higher time frame point of interest. The daily chart is not my higher time frame point of interest. This daily chart is the higher time, point of interest for the 15-minute chart, not for 1 minute chart. So those people who are seeing this daily gap as your high time frame point of interest to take a sell In 1 minute chart, I don't need to wait for this area. I can simply come here because from there here it's more than enough for getting at least some profit. At least some profit. Okay, so like 50 handle, 60 handle. I don't need to wait for this area then falling. Now, if you're targeting that, it's a different case. Okay, so maybe you took a buy here. Like I think NQ Slayer took buy here somewhere. I'm just not sure, brother. But I think he took some buy from here and he's targeting that. That's a different case of scenario because you got the buy, you took some partial, maybe you moved your stop loss, or maybe you put your stop loss to the break even. Now you're seeing if it can reach over here, I'm happy. If it doesn't, I'll just get stopped out because I have already closed maximum portion of my partial. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But newly you are interested to trade toward the liquid, I mean that gap here. This is absolutely insane. This is not the liquidity. So this market doesn't need to come over here. It doesn't need to do that. If it come here, good, but it doesn't need to do that. So I can't newly enter from this market from here for this area. I can't do that while I'm seeing this beautiful bearish gap, most important bearish gap over here. I don't need to wait for that area. In deep chart, took the sell here, at least partial, right? From here, which is how much is that? 43, and partial, maybe think like that way, relatively equal loss. Just think like that way. 43, 96. So it's almost 50 handle. Almost 50 handle. One micro contract, partial, $100. Gonna hold the trade for the next logical level, which is this area here. It reach over there by putting the stop loss to the break even. Awesome, brother. I'm already in profit. So I tried 2 times by trailing stop loss, break even, and a small loss. Didn't work. This time, what is going to happen? Where is all of my losses? But again, why I didn't take it? Because like chat is very difficult. So when you are trading your own account and you are seeing other people are just going to judge your trade, it's difficult to be honest, brother. But I hope you got the point. I just told logical level. It's the most logical level to me to think about a sell from this area. It should do that. Even if it doesn't want to fall, I'm absolutely agree with that. It will give me this reaction. Of course, I'm believing this is not only going to stop over here, it's coming for this area. At least this area it's coming for here. So it will fall for this also liquidity around that area. Then if it starts to go higher again, we'll see that later. But I believe it will fall for this also liquidity at least. Again, that is the logical level. If it doesn't work, I'll be here and then I'll start to look for sell again from there. I'm not interested to take the buy because I don't have the buy sell. I think my point is clear and you guys got the point. Okay, I'm not going against you guys who are thinking that this is coming for this daily gap. You're thinking like that way because you're seeing the higher time frame. Maybe you are already in a trade over here. Maybe you are already in a trade. So for you, you took the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. You are holding it for this area as your target. I'm entering newly. If I'm entering, I'm not interested to target this low because this is absolutely illogical to me to think about that area as a target. Remember, as a target. So what I'm interested to do, take a sell here, take a sell there, take a sell from there, take a sell from here, finally take a sell from there. I hope you got my point. But this okay, that's okay. There is always room for improvement. Absolutely, brother. I agree with you, man. I hope my point is also clear. I'm not against any of you. I'm just trying to say that um how I'm seeing the market. Think about weekly profile. Today is Monday with no high impact news. Market takes previous day low, then reverse. So the next logical level is internal liquidity is the daily bearish gap. I agree with you, brother. But the problem is I don't see the market like that way. Like for me, today, previous day high, previous day low doesn't have any value. Absolutely no value. So market has cleared previous day low, so it will go for the previous day high. I don't think like that way. It's my intention, okay, my thinking process. So I'm more interested to see it falling for the liquidity, and for me, previous day high, previous day low has no value. I'm watching this market from this regular trading hour. All I'm seeing that last Friday market closed here and today gapped up when everyone is in panic that market will fall, market will fall, market will fall. Everyone is in panic, and then they saw gap up, market started to go higher. I believe 99.99% people will chase this market for previous day high. 99.99% they will chase the market for previous day high because initially they were thinking this is going to fall. Market is going to fall for the next support zone. Let me show you that. Again, brother, I'm not trying to correct any of you. I'm just sharing my thinking process. See this low as well as these lows over here. All of these lows, beautiful trend line liquidity. If you just mark a trend line here, you will see beautiful trend line liquidity around this area. So 99% people are thinking because of the world current situation, this is gonna be a bearish market. Okay, 9:30 kept up. Market even doesn't have the time to fall. No time. See, just go higher. Just go higher. I'm in rush. Simply, all of the people will look for the next volume imbalance as a target. Previous day high as a target. Previous week high as a target. What the market will do, they start to fall. After trading, where logical level over here. Then this market will go higher. It will never take previous day high, the Friday high. Again, I'm just thinking, sorry, sharing my interest, my thinking, my thought process. I'm not judging any of you. You guys are really awesome, to be honest, guys. But as you were saying, previous day high, because electronic trading or market has cleared previous day low. I don't see it has cleared the previous day low. The market, all listed people, they're not saying it has cleared previous day low. Nothing happened. Market gapped up and trading here. Has high probability to trade at least the 50% of this area of this opening gap by today. Yeah, tomorrow I am more interested to see this relatively equal highs and this bearish gap. Why? Because tomorrow previous day high is important to me. Previous day high is important to me because tomorrow is the manipulation day. Tomorrow I will be agree with you. Okay, let's see if it can reach for this daily bearish area, as well as it if it can, like trade at least the 50% or the upper quadrant of this opening gap, old opening gap, then I'm agree with you. Now let's look for the buy for this area. But today, where is Monday, I'm clearly seeing this should be a bearish market, should be a bearish market, but it gapped up and now it's going higher. I can be wrong, market can keep going higher, but I don't need to be right. All I need this candle. I'll be back in electronic trading hour. I'll be back in 1 minute time frame. I'll wait for the setup around this area. I'm in my area. One time I tried, probability, it could work from that area. Nobody knew that I would get stopped out over here. You didn't know that you are going to get stopped out over there. One probability, two probability, three probability. Break even, small loss. Now compare the profit with your break even and loss. Let's compare the profit, brother. 640 so far it came, and your entry should be from here, from that specific gap, which is 743. 103 handle so far, 103 handle by taking 5 handle loss and a break even. By taking a 5 handle loss and a break even, you got 103 handle. I'm wrong. This market is coming for this daily gap over here. Do I really care about that? No, you didn't let me trade. You guys just didn't let me trade. Okay, you started to judge me prematurely. Please don't do that. Yeah, however, I'm not just okay. It's absolutely okay. I'll just try to trade by myself when I'm not in live. But I hope you guys got the point. Now, from 1 minute chart, it's disaster. To be honest, it's disaster. I can't trade this 1 minute chart because of like a lot of this up and move, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, something like that. And any kind of short right now is highly chasing market. I can't take any short of sell anymore from that area. It's absolutely chasing market, right? Just market is trading this week, so this sell side liquidity is more important to me to see if it can take. And then I'll say look for this sell side liquidity over here, relatively equal. If if it doesn't want to come over here, if you want to see this area, why this market come to this area, why does it need to come over here? Let's go a bit over there as well, right? Because I will have no other opportunity enter to this market right now. I can't enter to this market right now. So from the weekly chart, let's see what is happening from the weekly chart. Going to, I can see this is the last week candle. It's an indecisive candle. There is a huge volume imbalance, right? Huge from this candle high, candle low, huge volume imbalance. Except this volume imbalance, I really don't have anything to say from this weekly chart. I just simply don't have any to say. Today is the Monday, market open, started to go higher. See this volume over here on Monday? One of my brothers just told me that there is no news today, there is nothing like something like that, right? We don't have anything important, so I don't know how to say that. Without that, it has given a huge volatility. I agree with you. But this volatility left no wick over here. There is simply no wick over here. It's a candle, open and went higher. It is the manipulation. Market is going to do the manipulation over here. Expansion here, expansion and reset, something like that. Not going to happen by this week. I'm just saying this how I'm watching the market. From the daily chart, what do I have over here? Why do I need this candle to reach to this gap? Ask a simple question to yourself. Why do I need that? Market went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity, fall, cleared the sell side liquidity, trade the 50% of this dealing range. See this dealing range has cleared the buy side liquidity, has cleared the sell side liquidity. This new dealing range here, trade the 50%. One more time, trade the 50%. What did I say after this candle closed? I told that I'm long term bearish from here until this lows and more importantly over here. And after that, if it keep falling, I will have nothing to do. Exactly from there, I was not bullish. I was thinking about the bullishness, but because of the situation, I just told that I'm not bullish. I can't take the buy. However, that highest up close body close candle that has traded this gap bearish PDRA. See this bearish PDRA, highest up close body close candle, bearish PDRA has been traded. Market fall, validate it as a break, order block, trade this order block, retrade this order block. See this gap, what should it this gap to do? It should be open. If the market doesn't touch this gap, that is the best case of scenario. That market is not even interested to touch this gap. Of course, I can be wrong, it can be touched, it can go through this, it can go for the buy side liquidity, it can go for the all-time high. It can be wrong. But I have to work with the PTRS, I have to work with the flow, right? The way this market is working over here. While this order block appeared on the chart, market trade that order block and for the first time it built the bearish gap. It should work as a breakaway gap. Do you understand? Unfilled gap. Don't touch gap. Why? Because market has to go toward that liquidity area, around that area. It should show me some sort of sign that is going to tell me that I'm still bearish, brother. Don't worry about that. So when I'm seeing this gap, I'm more interested to see this gap to be unfilled, this gap not to be touched, this gap to work as a breakaway gap, something like that. That type of gap. This candle low, this candle close, this candle open, is an area where you have a new week opening gap around that area. On my right hand side, you are seeing this that new week opening gap low. This is the new week opening gap high over here. They're not there. March 1. I don't know what is the March 1. Uh, opening gap low. What is the high, man? This is the 50%, I think. the high of the new week opening gap. Okay, there is a new week opening gap high. This is the new week opening gap low. What is that here? This is the new week opening gap low. While this market entered into this zone over here, I just don't need anything else over here as an higher time frame period. Not this bearish gap from the daily chart, not this hourly gap from the hourly chart. I don't need anything. It came here. I'm more interested to take the sell. All I need to wait for the setup. In 15-minute chart, you look on your left around this area. This is really too messy price action. So I can't use the 15-minute chart. If I don't use the 15-minute chart, I have to come to hourly chart. What do I see in hourly chart? Market cleared all of this area, respected this gap, like here trade, like one more time, one more time, one more time, and then finally broke it by this area. It has broken it, went higher, gap, trade that gap, consecutive candles as an order block. All of these candles tend to the right, trade these candles over here, fall, unfilled gap, filled 100%, will wait for a bearish breaker block, retest this old gap, or more importantly these consecutive order blocks here, fall. One other thing you should know, that top rejection of a gap, top rejection, bottom rejection, constant crossment rejection, low rejection. All I need to do, just wait for a setup from 1 minute chart. I got the setup, like I'll go for the trade. I was watching the market from 15-second chart. I saw the opportunity over here. Where is that area? Let's look at this area, brother. Exactly to the top. I am wrong. I 100% agree with you. I'm wrong. I'm not. This market is going for the daily cap. Okay, so I tried one, two, three times with the low leverage. It didn't work. And then finally I got this trade from this gap. Am I profitable? But you don't let me finish even not even a single. But it's okay. That is the thinking process, brother. You can have a different thinking process. You can think that this market is going for that very daily bearish gap. I also agree with you. I appreciate that. But I have to take the opportunities, right? Here was the opportunity. Wasn't a very, like bold statement that this is the last opportunity to take the sell from here? I ever tell that? I miss it. Maybe I miss it. I miss it. Sorry, but I should have said that the low of this area is the last opportunity to take the sell. If I don't find the sell from here, I'm not going to take the sell from here. I'm not going to take the sell from there. I'm not going to take the sell from your daily bearish gap, not from here. I will wait for this candle to reach here, the 50% of the opening gap, which is also aligned. I can see right now the 50% of the daily bearish gap as well. So 50% of this area. So that if I miss the sell here, I have to wait as long as this market is not reaching over there to take the next sell. First sell, top of the volume balance. Second sell, low of the hourly gap. I should have told you guys. By the way, I miss it. The low of this hourly gap, and the third opportunity is this 50% of the opening gap, not the daily gap. The opening gap 50%. The daily gap should not be touched. Or the daily gap should work as a breakaway gap. Again, guys, you are 1,000 times better than me. I agree with that. Okay, like I'm 100% agree with that. But still, as I'm doing this, I'm the host of this live streaming, so I should share my thinking process, why I was thinking about the sell. But absolutely, you guys are awesome. Okay, to be honest, you guys are really awesome. Sell side liquidity. My sell is exactly from here, and the target is this 134 handle. I tried one sell here, didn't work. I tried another sell here, didn't work. And then I got 134 handle by clearing some partial. One contract just cleared it, another contract just hold it for 134 handle. Just think like one micro contract. Is my loss mitigated with some profit? Should it like be red or green? What it should? Thank you. ICT watch 614 equal lows. 4 equal lows. What is that? Check. Okay, I think we are talking about the same thing here. Now look at this beauty over here. This is called beauty. It means that if this market take any sort of buy side liquidity from 15-second chart, if it can trade any sort of bearish PDR from 1 minute chart, come back again to 15-second chart, got another selling opportunity, any sort of model, more importantly, the breaker block model, go for that. Again, I'm not in a mood to go for any other trade anymore. I think I'll do my own trading when nobody's going to judge my trade. I'll go for my own trading over there. I was really with so much hope that it's gonna be a consolidation day around the morning session. And if you watch the market from 1 minute chart from 9:30, not a good market. Okay. I don't know you guys are going to be agree with, but I'm seeing it's not a good market from 1 minute chart. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, something like that. When it fall, it never gave. I mean, it gave the opportunity. The stop loss would be a bit bigger, but it was awesome. Thank you, team. I think ICT's target has been bagged and tagged. So start streaming in Asia session. I'm going to take more updates and slowly, maybe slowly. I'm going to stop streaming all of these things actually, brother. Convoy. Thank you for coming, brother. Thank you so much to all of you guys. I'll be active on Discord only, where there is no engagement issues, no liking issues. I don't need to ask anyone to the likes. You can see how many likes I get, like 46. Oh, I got 40 likes. But as again, I don't need to see some prop firm will give me the message like this type of message and they will cancel my partnership just because I don't have the engagement. Say, while we don't have a specific number, a larger audience is generally favorable. So there was no issues with my subscriber. It was absolutely good from actually take profit trader. And engagement level, this includes interaction rates, comments, likes, shares, and overall activity within your community. So I was asking him, like why the affiliate program they canceled the partnership. So they told that our affiliate program focuses on partnerships with brands or influencers who have a well-established presence in the trading space. We look for metrics such as they look for this, okay, audience size, engagement level, and the influence. Now, this first one and third, I don't have any problem, but the middle one, they just clearly told that later. Uh, we don't have the interaction, so we are not able to continue with you. Now, it's not because they broke the partnership, it's because of my own feelings. After working 3 years continuously every day, day after day, hour after hour, if I get the message like no interaction, no comment, no reaction, it's really pathetic. That's why I'm just not going to. I don't think I'll be able to continue this. But yeah, we'll do the things Discord only, I guess. I'm gonna take the break. So no more videos, no more learning, nothing. Go with my own trading. I'll push the button. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, I'm done. No teaching, nothing. Simply nothing. I like Tanya. I love her. The way she did. No teaching, nothing. Just do your own trading. Nobody cares you're learning or not. Why do I care? I can watch your trading without judging it. Of course, man. I know that. I love you, Phoenix. You know that, brother. I never take your comment as an offense or anything like that. I always appreciate you, brother, because you don't judge. You never judge me. At least until now, you never judge me. I really appreciate it, brother. Brother, please mark the C of 9:30 a.m. candle week and extend it. I have been 30 candle week and extend. What did you say next? I have been learning about the city of week and finding so much interesting things. I love to listen from you, Suziman. What are those judging our sense of no, no, I'm not. Man, there is nothing wrong to share your opinion. Like you are bullish, you are bearish. There should not be any wrong thing, right? But if I say the way I was talking, like sometimes NQ Slayer would come and I would start to judge him. I did it to NQ Slayer. I'm extremely sorry for that. If NQ Slayer is still over here, I'm asking forgiveness, brother. I'm really sorry for that, brother. But yeah, it's true. It's true. Like when you are framing a trade, and if I just say you, come on, don't do that. Okay, you are absolutely wrong. It's not going to happen. And like this is bullshit. Why you're looking for buy? It is going to fall for sell. That means that I know that it is going to fall for. It's for granted, right? I know it's going to do that. Now in this world, at least, not even a single person can tell that this market what is going to happen by the next second. Nobody knows that. The very next second, the very next candle can come over here. Nobody knows that. So if it happens like that way, I should not say that for granted. Okay, I should not judge you the way I judged in QSL. I'm extremely sorry again for that. But again, you can share your thinking. Okay, brother, I'm framing the sell. You are framing the buy. T2, I'm framing the buy because I'm thinking it's going for the daily gap. But if I say like T2, why you are taking sell? This guy is crazy. This is trending bullish market. Why is framing the sell? I'm framing the sell because of this sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity. I was interested to take this sell side liquidity over here. Even if my bias is wrong, even if it would love to come here, I know it will reach from here at least this liquidity relatively equal lows from that area, from the low of this area. So I tried, this was an high, like look at this opportunity, guys. You knew that this gap is not going to work, this water block is not going to work. You knew it. I didn't know it. This water block is not going to work. I didn't know it, but I should keep watching for selling opportunity. I was looking for that. Yeah. Even brother, you are not the only one feeling this way. Many traders are feeling frustrated. Don't take it personally. I'm not taking it personally. I'm just saying that I just didn't push the button because of that things. Okay, but yeah, I either will let it go. While I need to say that, not see, say that. I don't need to be right about my bias. I don't need to be right for 500 handle. All I need from here to here. That's all. My trading is done. I'm in green with two micro contract with near about $300 to $400 profit just by two micro contract. $300 to $400 in profit. I don't need anything. And then when the liquidity will be cleared, market structure shift, fair value cap, I'll take the buy again. Okay. You saw, just watch my YouTube execution. I'm sharing every day. I'm sharing the execution in YouTube every day, right? Like sometimes I'm getting stopped out with a small loss. Sometimes I'm trailing stop loss. I'm getting stopped out over there. I'm sharing all of them. You saw that I took the sell. I took the buy immediately with the same concept, same 22 item model, same everything. There is nothing wrong. You buy and sell from the same area. Brother, I never take trading personal. We are calculating based probability. In my culture, there is saying iron sharpens iron. Absolutely, brother. I agree with you and Kisler. But I'm sorry, brother, because I was judging you. I was judging you and uh I didn't understand that because of my ego, I guess. Because of my ego. I will say because of my ego. I'm sorry for that. Extremely sorry, Inquisitor. I judged you. And nobody should be judged. Nobody, simply nobody should be judged. You are awesome. In your place. In your thinking, in your eyes. Better to be profitable than to be right. Absolutely. That's my logic, team. I'm wrong about the bias. This market is coming here. I'm 100% agree with you. All I need is run to be profitable. I'm profitable. I don't care about the about to be right. But the market will go. I don't care. Some of you are thinking about that. You took the buy here, okay, for example, just for the sake of this conversion, you took the buy here, you took the partial over here, put your stop loss to the break even or trail your stop loss, and you got like near about 80 handle. You are already profitable. Who cares it came here or not? Who cares? Nobody cares. I was not looking for buy because it was already too high, right? I couldn't go for the buy from that area. Yeah, I could look for the buy here somewhere or maybe from here, but not from there. That's why I was not looking for the buy. I was expecting some reaction from that area. However, it's not bad, okay? Guys, it's absolutely okay. Hey, Sophia, are you free, sister? You talked about some personal session. So from the running week, I'll be free, okay? Almost I'll be free, okay? I'm not interested for the things I was doing. So if you still interested, just give me a message. We can do some like session. Like it's you and me only as I'm free. Yeah. If you are still interested, or if you think that okay, wizard is old now, we should look for new wizard, then you are always welcome. I'm just waiting to see if it can provide any sort of selling opportunity. I mean, sorry, not exactly selling opportunity. Any sort of sell if it take the buy sell liquidity, which is it has already been cleared. The buy has cleared over here. Bullish PDRA has to be broken, which is over here. See this gap, small gap, bullish PDRA, small gap, that has to be broken. And at the same time, I'll need some sort of 22 YT bearish model from this 15-second chart. These three things has to happen. Take this low, which has build a relatively equal lows. Here, there. Market fall, build relatively equal lows, then go higher. As I told, liquidity has been cleared, gap, old gap, another word, first presented gap. Need to see a bullish PDRA to be broken, which is this bullish gap. So far, body has to close below this gap. In 15-second chart, all I need a 22 YT model. So here, the market structure here. If there is a gap, I would go for this. I could go for the sell from that area exactly there by putting the stop loss above that high. As the gap is not presented over there, not taking in the sell. Okay, so you can use it as a inverse gap, of course. You are also looking. So I'm just not interested to do that. I'm more interested to see the 22 IT model from here. That is more easier to trade from 15-second chart. Okay, to be honest. Again, I can be wrong. It can start to go higher for the daily bearish gap, but or any other high time frame PDRA. But my risk is limited, and whenever I'm seeing the opportunity, I'm trailing the stop loss. I don't give a shit. Am I going to get stopped out prematurely or not? I will re-enter over there. All I care, my capital is safe or not. As long as it's safe, I'm safe. Is there anyone from Bangladesh? Post trading day, keep shorting and getting stopped. Just to get my day green, and green for the day, gonna close for the day. Congratulations, brother. Either way, you chase the market or not, you are green. That's the fact. So congratulations for your boom. There was a gap. I could enter from that gap over here. Unfortunately, I don't have the gap, so I'm not entering. I'm just letting this go because I'm not in mood to go for, like, I have to go for a trade. It's not something like that. So I'll just let this go and I'll do my trading maybe later. Gap over here. Last gap that can stop the market and send it higher. Now, please don't say that now, uh, like why this gap? Because this is the last gap after clearing. I'm sorry, above this buy side liquidity. So sorry, sell side liquidity. This is the last gap. So if this gap is broken, the sell side liquidity is on the queue. If it hold the market, market will keep going higher. If there is a selling opportunity, for example here, I'd love to take the sell from that area while this candle, see this candle, has closed below this gap, bullish gap. There should be a 22 YT model from there to there. This 30 handle, I'll try to take a partial over here. Put my stop loss to the break even. And then if it go through this, my target is gonna be this sell side liquidity. If it doesn't do that, hold the market, send it higher, I'll get a stop loss to the break even. In between that, I'll get 30 handle profit. Or what else is going to happen? Tap here, stop me out to the break even, and then keep falling. Really good. That was bad luck. It was perfectly a bad luck. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. Hey Ajay, I'm India. Oh, you're from India. Is there anyone from Bangladesh? I'll be working with my another one all the day. I keep
After
watching
claiming to damage US
their
carrier.
videos. I'll be active over here actually. I mean, I wanna restart this area with the like the beginner to advanced level. I'll keep posting the videos actually. Oh, from 50-minute chart, bearish gap has been created. Trade this bearish gap. Let's see if it can keep falling. Trade this bullish gap over here from 15-minute chart. More interested to see it come to here, this area, around that area. Just wanna see it will come over here. Even though it has built this relatively equal lows from 1-minute chart, from 15-minute chart, it has traded the 50-minute bullish gap, right? The only bullish gap, the last gap, in other words. So either way, I wanna see they're going to be broken. Market will keep falling. Can be wrong. Can start to go higher. For taking a buy, what should I do? I have to wait for this close out this gap. I would love to take a buy. And after closing this gap, I'm not able to take the buy because it's too late. So in in other another word, can I take the buy? No, I can't take the buy. Why? Because I don't have the buy side liquidity. Which state? Tharun is asking Ajay. To Ajay, which state you are from, brother? Hey guys, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel. That's it. By the way, guys, is there anyone who is well known with these things? If you are well known, please let me know uh how was the product actually. I'm bit confused. I'm not bit confused actually. I'm pretty much confident that it's gonna be beautiful. I'm the wizard, so I can't be wrong. But still, if there is anyone who can give me some idea about this, I'll be grateful to you. Okay, so this is gonna be the what to say, I mean the head microphone around this area. It's gonna be good. I saw the review, everything was perfect. There was nothing wrong. And I ordered this one, the Obsbot. I know not too expensive, but it will work. I guess so. Okay, this is the webcam. I'm so much excited to come in to open the webcam. So that's the thing. Okay, also the boom arm. I don't know how many times I was watching all of these three things, and I'm planning to order this one as well. This the table stand, 17 euro, something like that. Just need to know your opinion, guys. Just give me some opinion. The fall, right? Webcam can give you more credibility. I'm a human being. I'm not AI. I promise you, story. I'm just kidding, brother. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your story. You guys should push me sometimes. Otherwise, how do I know that I have some ego problem? I'm thinking that this market is granted for me. I need some backup as well. I need some push up as well. Like, thank you so much, okay, for all of the things. Sometimes it happens, like I get, we are human being, right? So I get influenced by your comment. You got influenced by my comment. Don't don't ignore that when I'm saying I'm interested to take sale and you are going to frame a buy. Not even a single time you don't think that, if I'm wrong, don't ignore that or don't deny that. I know those people who watch me, and if I'm going to frame a buy here, sorry, sell here, and you are thinking to take a buy from there, just for once, even if it is just for once, you will think that, should I go for that buy? You will reconsider your trade one more time. You will do that. This is our human nature. Even if you are the ICT himself, the Michael J. Huddleston, and I'm the guy T2, if I say Michael J. Huddleston that framing a sale around this area, and Huddleston is saying that I'm more interested to take the buy here, but we are watching to each other, I will think twice. Should I look for sell? I'll reconsider myself. Same thing will happen with ICT as well. Even if he is the creator of these concepts, you will think, because of your psychology. This is called human psychology. Okay, this psychology works like that. That means if you're going to do something and someone is just going to say that, just tell you that, don't do that. It's dangerous. You will reconsider. Yeah, maybe you will do that. Maybe you will not do that. But you will reconsider all the facts one more time. Sometimes what happens, the reconsidering time is too big, you are going to miss the opportunity. Sometimes you just take the decision. But when I'm going to frame the sale and you saying me, uh, this is bullshit, okay, you should not look for sell, you should look for the buy, I start to reconsider that because I'm a human being. And then the, you know, finally we can see Tito covered in a blanket, lol. Yeah, you will see me covered by blanket or not, I don't know, but you will see something written over here, and that is smoking cause death. Smoking kills. However, I'll take another buy here. I'm sorry, guys, this is for me. Come on. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade, so don't copy my trade. Take another buy over there. Hope it will take me. If it doesn't, and target will be 7 to 1. 7 1 7 1. If it come to this 7 to 1 before taking me, I'm not going to take this trade anymore. I can miss this trade. I can miss this trade if it really interested to trade this volume imbalance. See this volume imbalance with 1 minute gap. There's small volume imbalance. So if it really interested to trade this volume imbalance and then it wants to go higher, I can miss this trade. But I am just going to take the risk from this gap. If it come to this gap, I'll take that entry. If it doesn't come, I'm good.
Order filled.
So took the buy from this gap. Stop loss is just below this gap. Risk is 62 handle. For example, it didn't work. I'm going to get near about 100 handle loss. Still, I will have kind of how many handles? Sorry, $100 loss. Still, I will have $150 uh, space trade. I'm cool with that. But if it works, for example, it started to go higher. This is the most logical level. I really don't know that it will go through this gap or not. If it can go through that, I'll hold it until that area. If it failed to go through that, I'll take the partial over here. I'll put my stop loss to the break even and then got a stop out to the break even, or maybe I'll trail the stop loss depending on the price action. I, my stop loss has to be around 676. I was watching that 676. Why I was watching, that is the low of this first presented gap. First presented gap. The low of this first presented gap is 677. 7.50. So I needed to confirm that my stop loss is not exactly the low of that first presented gap. So it's like 676. I'm absolutely good with that. Lowest down close body close candle can work as an order block. So I'll wait for this one candle to close above this candle first. Move my stop loss. So if it do that, I'll move my stop loss below that candle. So my loss will be the trade will be risky, but I'll be safe. So here stop loss is right now around this area. So either it will work and it will come to this last FVZ, which I'm expecting it will come at least, or I'll get stopped out over there. Okay, so the low is 71.75, 71.75. Okay, good. I know that I'm still taking some risk over here, but yeah, we'll see, because it can come back again to trade this order block. I don't want to get stopped out prematurely. So I'll just cover the order block low over here, okay? And as it is like my micro contract, so I just didn't put it exactly below the order block. I put it below of that order block. I'll keep watching. If it come here and then started to respect, in the meantime it didn't reach, I'll simply take the partial randomly. Okay, so if it come here, I'll take the partial over here, even if it doesn't take me. I was not talking about you, story brother. I was just saying overall. Okay, sometimes I got someone who treat me like that way, brother. I was not saying to you, story. You did awesome. I mean, you are very polite and you choose your language very politely. So I don't have any objection about that, brother. I was saying like overall. Sometimes I got this type of comments. So let's see if it can provide me my partial, at least the logical level over here. See this gap over here around this area, small gap, candle high, that candle low. This candle high is aligned with a line over here. I don't know you guys can see it or not, but I'm seeing a line over here. This gap is respecting over here. So this is just a respect that can send the market lower to take some sort of liquidity, which is this low can be taken before reaching to the last FVC, which is around here with the 1 minute chart. So I'm not watching the 15-second chart because it's messy over here. You can see messy. So I'm watching it from 1 minute chart, the last FVC around that area. Okay, last FVC. By the way, the candle has closed above this first presented gap. Good job, a good thinking. While I'm watching, can it take this low and go for this last FVC? Stop loss below this order block. I'm not moving it. will hit it or it will hit it. I don't care. All I am saying, can it go and give me the partial? If it do that, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Maybe I'll trail the stop loss because that is the most logical level that can stop the market and send it lower again. I don't need to take any risk after reaching to this line. Put my stop loss to the break even, and then I'll see if it go through this. I'm wrong about my bias. I'm Market is going for the daily bearish gap. I'll let it go until that area. If I'm right, come to this volume balance. I was thinking that it came to this. If I'm right and market started to reverse again, I'll start to look for sell again while the market will fall somewhere. Okay, I'll look for. I can't move my stop loss. I have to accept that loss even if it reverses from there. But I'll just move my stop loss to the break even if I see it touch this volume imbalance. Okay, so not the last FBC, but the volume imbalance. If it touch it, I'll move my stop loss to the break even because it doesn't need to reach for this last FBC. It can simply respect from this volume imbalance. I'm gonna mark a line over here. Line touch. Touch that line. I'll put my stop loss here. Okay, if I get some loss is at the break even, I'll see it provide me the partial.
Order filled.
Got the partial. Happy. I'll see if it can come to this buy side liquidity or not by putting my stop loss exactly over there. Right now, it's trading the last AP, so it can stop the market. Then it lower again. I don't want to take that risk. So what I will do, I'll move my stop loss. As soon as possible, I'll get the opportunity. Again, just a probability. I'm not working with the confidence, sorry, confirmation or the like uh, it is going to happen. No, I don't know that it's going to happen or not. It will come over here or not. I don't know that, brother. I know that it should come here, this last gap. So I took the partial to the last gap. I didn't know it will come to the 50% or not. I didn't know it will go here or not. If I knew that, this would be my winning trade. If I knew that, I don't know that. Okay? If I know that, I took that sell and I target the 50% of this gap, but I didn't get the entry, and then I took a two handle loss over here. Beautiful sell, beautiful partial target. Didn't work, even didn't give me the partial, stopped me out. Immediately took that buy over here, exactly over there. Okay, first partial exactly to this last gap low. Well, I think low or 50%, I don't exactly remember. Second partial here, just below the buy side liquidity, clean highs, because it could build the strongest liquidity, and then finally closed the trade here. I don't know this last FBC. I didn't know that it's going to work or not. So here I don't know that it will go to that area or not. All I just do took the entry where I feel good, where everything was good. Took the entry, took the partial. Now I'll let the market to decide. Do you really want it to go? I'll actually close the trade over here. 741.25, 704.75, 1.5. Yeah. I'll just close the trade over there. Gap, see this small gap over here. Try to close the trade over. See this small gap over here? Small gap. Just look at this gap. I don't know. There is a small gap. See here? The down close candle that has traded this small gap over here. This is the order block change in state of delivery, which is I called the middle order block. That means this water block has two jobs. If this water block fail to hold the market and send it higher, keep going higher until the next PDA, then this water block work as a bearish water block, like inverse water block, same water block. It is called the middle water block. So I don't want to take the risk by my stop loss below this water block, because I know if it go below this water block, it's gonna work as an inverse way. So I put it over here, just cover the lower quadrant. So, yeah, right. Any kind of gap it is going to create here, if it do that, that should be unfilled. Any kind of gap if it create, if it doesn't, right, not going to hold it. Why? Because market is building the buy side liquidity, and then it would be interested to take the sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity, finally the sell side liquidity. I don't know which one. I don't need to hold the trade anymore. Just give me the speed, momentum, I'll get the boom. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out by trailing the stop loss. Every single time I'll get the bullish run, and I'm able to cover something. I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna hold the trade like by trailing the stop loss. So either give me the boom or stop me out. What else I can do? I can hold the trade for so long. I can do that. I'm not going to do that. Just gonna close the trade over here if it hit that. Otherwise, I can just simply keep trailing the stop loss, keep moving the target profit, keep moving the target profit by trailing the stop loss like tick by tick, tick by tick, tick by tick, depending on the price action.
Order filled.
That's cool. Just think like I took two losses over here, one or two losses, then I got that sale here. I'm already near about 300 to $400 profit by the two micro contract, not five, not two mini, not five mini, two micro contract, just two micro contract. Sell, closed the trade exactly over here, closed the trade over here by that specific candle, not other things, not anything else. Just this liquidity has been closed over here, right? This liquidity, relatively equal loss, just exactly over there. I'm already in profit 400, near about $400, and then took this buy. Okay, 500, $600. Close the chart. Let's enjoy. Last step busy. Good. Holding. I'll see. Yeah, I didn't say it as bullshit. Oh, okay, I already gave you the reply. It was not about you, brother. Trump is gonna talk in 15 minutes. I didn't know that. Really? Very ugly delivery so far this morning. Up 29, not less. Maybe we'll get a better PM session. I'm also expecting like that way in Q Slayer. I'm thinking the PM session can be a beautiful price action because of the like overnight big run from here to here. Morning session can make the choppy price action. I'm seeing the choppy price action over here actually. The market opened here, came here near about, has moved 500 handle. After 500 handle move overnight, morning session can be very choppy. So that is all happening in 1 minute chart. If you watch the 1 minute chart, I'm seeing just the bullshit things. Nothing over here. I mean, me, okay? Me personally, I'm not seeing anything over here. I don't know if something good or not. I'm not seeing something good to take entry. This last FVZ so beautifully respected. This last FVZ so beautifully respected. This is something you should learn by yourself, to see that how the last gaps are going to be used. Okay, by the way, if you can do that, you'll be able to do a lot of things. So by the way, guys, it's 11:30 already. I don't think so I need to stay over here. So overall, as I was showing you, like this trade of it, I just closed like $407 by that trade. I bought this account just because I was in some loss here. $317 loss. I was in profit, then I turned into loss. I don't want to keep continue here, because if I do that, you have already seen what happened over here, right? I stopped with $1,200. This is the thing I keep saying you to do, and then I'm showing you the same thing to you. Why did I do it intentionally just to teach you? No, brother. Was my psychology. I broke down my psychology. I was not able to stop. I am not good in that area. It's not something to show you, oh, look, if you don't stop, then what is going to happen? See, this is going to happen. After beautiful 4 green days, then they were going to take a huge loss. No, I was just interested to show you how to. No, man, this is all bullshit. I was not able to stop. I was not able to stop. The problem was here in that specific day, Blue Guardian futures, I had already so much profit. I think near about $600 or $564, if I'm not wrong. I shared it with my Discord. I was interested to keep trading. I don't know why I was near about 100 or 247, 147 or 247. I just don't know why it's not showing. But trust me, in my phone, I can see the whole details about this day. But here I can't see that. The PNL high. I don't see that PNL high. Oh, I can see it. PNL high. It was $142. Sorry, 100, not 47, $142. So I was above $140, $42, and then I didn't stop. I just didn't stop. Look at every single day, okay? The PNL low is 246, the PNL high is 246. So I tried some, I got some. 296, 67, $47 maximum loss in that specific day. $304, $130, $147, $78, $564. I think it was NQ, not the Blue Card Infuse. But in that day, I had to stop. Over here, I didn't stop. I keep trading, I keep trading, I keep trading. I didn't stop. If I would stop over there, that would be awesome. Like around 300, just around 300. If I would stop over there, or maybe 400, I would stop over there. And today, after getting that profit, it is from today. I would be at the break even. But what I have done, all of this profit is gone. All of this 4 days profit is gone by one day, Friday. This Friday price action. I'm not saying you to follow me. I'm just saying you to follow what I'm saying you to do. Stop after getting some specific loss. If you do that, that is a bad date for you. And in a bad day, you are going to stop after taking small losses. Good day, you will be able to mitigate your loss. Maybe you'll get some profit as well. And then the very next day, you are going to make the profit. Profit, loss, mitigate the loss. Profit, loss, mitigate the loss. Profit, loss, 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 profit, profit, mitigate the loss, profit, something like that. This is a consecutive games, not something like green, 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 every day is green. No, I bought this account because I am in loss here, so you can see 50,700 only. I'm just going slowly in this account, just slowly, just to fill the market, to be honest, from the beginning. And this one I bought just because of a story, because he told that I was seeing all my execution, and it's I'm a loser. Just because of that, I bought this account. But this account just to fill the market, because this market is really so, I mean, dramatic. So I needed to fill the market, and I need the real money to involve. So I bought this account specifically to that. I bought it today because I didn't want to trade that account anymore, because it has some losses over there. So just because of that, I bought it. I'm going to stop it with like $86, like something like that. I'm gonna stop over here. Not going to take any other trade the whole day. Nothing. Yeah, I can do the paper trade. I can record the paper trade, of course. Uh, but touching these accounts, no. I don't need to be right again. I don't need to make more money over again. In two account, I'm green. In one account, I'm bit lost. Even after getting some profit at the beginning. I know, not bad, right? Not bad. Not bad. Brother, why sometimes you say there is no order block because there is no changing state of delivery, but why this is valid order block? I think you didn't get my point. Let me talk about that one more time. While this market starts to move from here, first what it has done, it has cleared the liquidity. I'm watching this 15-second chart, no other time frame, nothing. In this 15-second chart, it has cleared the sell side liquidity and it has traded the higher time frame PDRA. For 15-second chart, the higher time frame PDRA is 1 minute chart. In 1 minute chart, you see this gap. Market has traded this gap, as well as it has traded the 50-minute bullish gap. This is that low we are talking about from the 15-second chart. Brother, please listen to me very carefully because you asked me this question. I will try my level best to make it 100% clear to you. As I just removed all the videos, all the playlist from my YouTube channel, you are not able to see anything from my YouTube channel. No playlist, nothing over there. I'll just keep it general. However, fall, take that low, relatively equal lows, trade this higher time frame. Remember 1 minute chart. Higher time frame, bullish point of interest, build some sort of sell side liquidity. Not very much important because you can have some sort of you don't have that, I guess. No, you don't have that. I thought we have some kind of SMT or not, SMT over there or not. I also don't see any sort of SMT over there, so none of them has cleared that low. However, it left that sell side liquidity. More importantly, trade this gap, 15-minute bullish gap here, and a lot of other higher time frame over there. So this area I'm going to come here in 15-second chart. So I was watching the market and finally I saw this liquidity is left over here. Market structure shift, fair value gap. Did market trade this fair value gap? No, it didn't. So market went higher. Look over here. It came here, built relatively equal highs. All of these highs, relatively equal highs. Market has built that relatively equal highs. Fall, took this relatively equal lows, trade this gap. See this gap, entry gap, 22 YT model. Didn't finish the job here. Market didn't tap here. Built or engineered buy side liquidity, came back again to finish the unfinished business before after clearing some liquidity. Now when I saw this low has created a sell side liquidity from 1 minute chart, right? Relatively equal lows it has created. I'm not sure yet this market is going to go higher or it is going to fall. So if it give me buying opportunity over here, I'm not interested to take it, even though this is a really a good 22 IT model. Don't worry, brother, I'm coming to this order block. Just give me some moment, okay? I'm not interested to take the buy. All I'm interested, can it take some buy side liquidity, which is here. This high has been cleared over here, even though it has built buy side liquidity with this high, but it has cleared some buy side liquidity. Trade this bearish gap. See this, there is a gap, small gap from 50-second chart. Here, there is the gap I'm talking about. Trade that bearish gap. Falling, falling, falling. Can it go through this last gap of the breakaway gap of the 22 YT model, market structure shift breakaway gap, and then keep falling for this sell side liquidity? So if I find a selling opportunity over here, any short of fair value gap, I will take the sell from there. I'll try to take the partial here because this is the most logical level. It can stop the market, send it higher. I know that. Take the partial here, put the stop loss to the break even, or maybe I'll trail the stop loss. If it can go through that, I'll go for the sell side liquidity. So all of this run, I'll let them go. And then I'll frame this sell because market left that sell side liquidity. After seeing that, I saw market fall, cleared relatively equal lows, trade this unfinished business 22 IT model entry model, lowest down close body close candle or candle, yeah, candles 1 and 2. This two candle is the consecutive order block. This candle has validated it as a consecutive order block. This is called the change in state of delivery from the same time frame, from the same mod. I mean, sorry, from the same time frame, from the same chart. Okay, not using any sort of high time frame PDRA. In 1 minute chart, sorry, 15-second chart, market structure shift, fair value gap, came back again to this fair value gap, lowest down close body close candle order block, tap to this order block. I'm already in a trade, stop loss below this low. If I'm only bullish, okay, don't forget about that. I'm already in a sell over here and I'm holding the trade, so I'm not in any kind of, I'm not able to take any kind of buy right now. I'm just trying to share the thinking process over here, how I would cover this on. So when you guys are, I was just watching it, I was not in a trade, but I was in my mind, I was in a trade here. So I'm in a trade. I took the partial here. I'm holding the trade over here. I'm pretty much confident market is going to take that liquidity. Pretty much confident. all the market has to do to go below this area. Now I'm seeing it is not going below this area. Order block is respecting. Look at this order block, how beautifully it is respecting. After that, all of this respect, then market gave me the speed. I'm not interested to fall, brother, for this liquidity. I have already cleared this liquidity. I've cleared the maximum liquidity. I'm trading 50-minute bullish gap, 1 minute bullish gap. I gave you 22 YT model. I came back again to this entry gap. I left the buy side liquidity over here. I have a lot of buy side liquidity over there. Maybe I'll go a bit higher. I don't know where, whatever it is, to the last fair value gap. Sorry, the last fair value gap, and then I fall, engineered sell side, buy side, took the sell side, gave you the speed here. I'm more interested to take the buy from here. I'm not interested to think about this sell side liquidity anymore. So here, when it came, it is going to be the change in state of delivery. After this change in state of delivery, well, the market has actually created the change in state of delivery. It left the gap open. See this gap? Order block. Why order block? Trade this gap. Order block. Trade this order block. First gap that was unfilled. Market didn't fill this gap 100%. Show me the speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candle took to fill this gap 100%. Unfilled gap, filled 100%. Yeah, of course it can keep falling. If it keep falling, I will have nothing to do, right? But if it doesn't keep falling, low, high, lower low, unfilled gap, filled 100%, highest up close body close candle, breaker block. Market has failed to clear the liquidity by this area, but it has cleared the liquidity here. Relatively equal loss has been cleared. Trade this gap, market structure shift, fair value gap, aligned with the breaker block, the best breaker block. Tap to this area, came to this breaker block. Look at the reaction of this breaker block. Random? Any of you can tell me that random? Does this breaker block, didn't I show you thousands of the time? Tap to this breaker block, keep going higher. While this market is keep going higher, and it's very near, just very near the most beautiful PDRA, which is the 1 minute last FVG. Market is only bullish. Remember, this was the change in state of delivery because it was bearish market. It was changing the market delivery to bullish. In a bullish trending market, every kind of down close candle should work as a order block. Every down close candle should work as a order block or as a support. So something like that in a bullish trending market. Okay, down close candle will go through that. That down close candle will work as a support. This down close candle will work as a support. As long as this market is bullish, it will be worked as a support. Just below the PDR, thing like that way. There is the fair value gap, or maybe think like there is a buy side liquidity. Okay, anything. Either the liquidity is over there or the gap is over here, which is a very important gap to you. I don't know what is gap. It can be like last fair value gap, entry gap, 50-minute gap, daily gap, whatever it is. But some gap you are expecting is can be very important. In this case of scenario, 1 minute last gap. While this market is very near to this liquidity, the last bearish candle is gonna work as a middle order block. That means if this price close above this down close body close candle and then support it, take the liquidity or trade this one, no problem. Good. It worked exactly like this way, exactly like that way, exactly like that way. Like the way bullish trend, bearish order block is holding the market, or every bearish candle is working as a support. It perfectly worked like that way. Took the liquidity or trade the gap, perfectly okay. If it doesn't do that, don't take it. Instead of that, fall. This candle has a high probability to work as a bearish inverse order block until to take some sort of liquidity and trade some sort of gap and then go back again for this buy side liquidity. Here I can look for a sell from that gap, which is that candle that I keep calling them as a middle order block. So in this case, you can see over here, this is that candle just before entering into the last FBG. This was the candle. So either this candle will trade this candle and then go and enter into the last gap or bullish PDRA, bearish PDRA, whatever it is, or it will go through this candle. If it fail, then it will work as a bearish order block to take some liquidity, In this case, it has traded that gap, so it doesn't need to work. Sorry, it doesn't need to work as a bearish. You saw the market is working like that way, whatever it is. If it make any sense to you, brother. Friday for me was also the same. I got $19 loss, $1,900 loss. I am pretty much confident that I have told this lot of time. Friday is the day which is the hardest day for me to trade. I am not good in Friday. On Friday, okay? I'm not good. There is no shame to say like that way. I'm not good on Friday. Every single other day, I'm very good in reading market, but on Friday, most of the time, it's disaster for me. Most of the time. So Friday is really so tough for me to trade. However, that is not the fact. The fact is, I didn't stop. I'm stopping here today. $300 loss. Tomorrow I will stop again with $300 loss. The day after tomorrow I will start again with $300 loss. The day after after the tomorrow, sorry, after the day after the day after the, I don't know how to say that. I will stop again with $300 loss. This four $300 loss is gonna give me $1,200 loss, which I got just by Friday. Just by Friday. Instead of that, I will go $300 loss, $300 loss, $300 loss, $300 loss. Now think, someone like me who knows a bit about trading, a bit, okay? Someone like me. Do you really think that I'm gonna get 4 losing days in a row? Yeah, of course it can happen, but uh, very tough, right? But it's still, even if I go 4 days losing consecutively, continuously, then this is gonna be the losing trade. What I have done, I just took all the losses by one day. No, I shouldn't do that. $300 loss, I'm gonna stop. The next day, loss is gonna be mitigated. The very next day, it's a loss again, 300, no problem. Loss mitigated again. Then again, win, 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 something like that. But this destroy you. Stop. Sorry, you have to have more accounts, and be you have to know when you should stop. Just stop. Learn how to stop. Hi, sister. Thank you, Tito. No problem, brother. I will pray for you for giving everything free. No problem, man. I appreciate it, brother. Every Friday I'm red. I struggle a lot on Friday, brother. Pro tip: if you trade poorly on Friday, you should only trade on Fridays so that you can get more practice. Just use paper trade account instead of live or able accounts. I agree with you, Phoenix again. This guy is just awesome. Whatever he says, it's just awesome. I agree with you. You should uh, practice more on Friday with the paper trade, of course, and that will help you to avoid avoid the scaring on Friday. I'm not able to do that, to be honest, because I'm doing it for long time now, and my mentality already set like Friday is not for me. It's set like that way. So I only feel comfortable on the last hour. Otherwise, I don't feel comfortable. See this random gap. What is it doing? This random gap, what it is doing, making disaster. Look at this gap over here. Keep an eye on this gap as well. Here, it's gonna be tough, but uh, from this gap to that gap, here, here, if it come this gap first, then this gap has no value. But if it comes to this gap first, then this gap has value. Market has so many moods and personalities. Sometimes you don't see that side of the market for weeks, months, or years. Practice, practice, practice. I agree with you, brother. Market mood is really so awesome right now. Sometimes he's thinking I'm good, sometimes he's thinking, "Oh, I'm not in a good mood. I need to destroy everyone." And he's going to destroy everyone. The problem is still $300 to pass my able. The problem is still $300. The problem is $300 to pass my able. You need $300 more to pass the account, man. It will be you will get that within a short period of time, brother. No worries about that. Just don't overtrade, don't over leverage. You are going to be fine. So slowly, definitely you will pass that account, brother. Nobody talked anything about my sorry, the microphone and the webcam. Come on, guys, give me something. I'm so much excited. Tell me something about the microphone. Okay, it's done. The trading is done. No more trading. Okay. I feel the same about Monday's lull, but I have reason. Weekend news sometimes there are dangers hidden in price action that we don't see until it's too late. I prefer to start Tuesday. Most of the profitable trader only trade Wednesday, Thursday. Most of the profitable trader they trade only Wednesday and Thursday. And Tuesday is also good. Tuesday also not bad. But the best price action most of the time you are going to get it from Tuesday and Thursday. So this cell, I don't know how to show that, but from this gap, at least the partial sell the amount. So 7 on 6 sell and 694 partial stop loss to the break even, and then I'll let the market to go for this sell side liquidity here. See this relatively equal lows. If it is interested for this sell side liquidity, I'll get the boom. If it is not interested for this sell side liquidity, instead of that, it wanna react from this gap, last gap, which is aligned with this old order block. Remember this order block, old order block. Retest this order block. Now when I'm interested to go for this buy side liquidity, I'll get stopped out to the break even, or maybe I'll trail my stop loss and I'll get stopped out over there. Sell from there to there. This is logical. That drop is from 1 minute last fair value gap with volume imbalance. Yes, sir. I agree with you. I just kept the gap over here, see here. But this gap, if you want to use it as a last FVZ, there is nothing wrong. What I actually do in this kind of scenario, first of all, I mark them as an hindsight. If I see it came here, then as an hindsight, because I don't give highest priority to this type of small gaps. I don't give it. But if I feel like that I have to cover this, for example, I'm interested to take the buy, not sell. I'm interested to take the buy. In that type of scenario, I just covered the whole area, around this whole area. So when the market will close out this area, the last gap is broken. I mean, adding the volume balance as well if I interested to do that. You didn't get stopped out. The sell here, partial here, stop loss to the break even, didn't get stopped out. Now stop loss should be safe above this high, and you will keep holding the trade. How long? Exactly to this area. Not this last gap, not this liquidity, not this low. Here, what is the importance to this area? Remember, you're using your 15-second chart, not your hard time frame. You should have an idea about your hard time frame. So in this area, if you watch this area, this is the area I'm saying you to hold the trade maximum. Why? Because the lowest down close body close candle has been respected with the order block, and this area is aligned with the order block opening. I'm not interested to hold the trade while it is going to go against the water block, which is very strong water block, something like that. I'm not interested to do that. Something like that. If it keep falling, okay. Otherwise, if it stop me out, then that is absolutely a different case of scenario. This area is important to me. If it can break, then of course the sell side liquidity is gonna be the most important thing. Otherwise, it's cool. I don't like paper honestly. It make me depressed. Lose in funded only wins in paper. I prefer I would get a stop out over here if I were in this trade. However, I'm not seeing it as a buying opportunity. I'm just seeing it as an like what to say inducement. Like I'm just market. I'm interested to fall again, but before falling, it build it react like I'm not bearish anymore. I'm bullish. So take buy, take buy, take buy. It's called the inducement leg. That most recent green candle. I'm just seeing it like that way. Okay, I can be wrong again. I'm almost I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I'm just talking about the probability, but that's an beautiful inducement leg. So if I get stopped out, that means that I will have another opportunity to take re-entry. However, I was talking about the paper money. I really feel the market with the paper trade because I learned it by the paper trading. I mean, to be honest, paper trading was awesome, but last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or 1 month, I was feeling like paper trading doesn't give me any feelings anymore. Okay, so I needed to test the water, and just because of that, like this lucid trading is too cheap. By the way, if any of you are interested about lucid trading, please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard, and you will get for the first time you will get the 50% discount, then 40% discount, and maybe after 8 accounts you will get 30% discount or something like that. But right now you'll get 50% discount if it's your first, or the second I guess it's gonna be 40% discount, like that. So it's not gonna too much. I bought the accounts, the first 25K account, uh, and fortunately, unfortunately, I was in NQH. You see, it's $100, sorry, 100 handle. Even if I push the button, it's gonna say that order rejected. So even if I do that, your order is gonna be rejected. But over there, I just go for two mini contract actually. I was thinking it's here micro chart, but actually I was in mini chart. So I pushed the button to mini, didn't see like how much is gonna be the everything. I was not focusing over here. I was just focusing so much on the PDRS. So I saw that market just pop a bit up, and I'm gone. What happened? Why market is rejected? Where is my entries? No entries gonna take. And then I saw that it's NQH, and I took two mini contract, which is gonna be one handle is gonna be $40, and the run was like near about, I think it was huge, but I think 35 handle, something like that. The run was for 35 handle. I saw that my account is gone, something like that. So I bought another account from Lucid Trading, which is a 50K account. This one again, the reason for buying it was just to show that it's not about my trading, it's about your trade management, how you are managing your trade. Losing and winning trade will come one after another, but how you are managing your trade. If you can manage your trade, eventually you are going to pass the account, or maybe you will blow one account, two account, but you will pass the account, you will get the payout for sure, 100%. So that's why I bought the Lucid. And Blue Guardian futures, I actually bought it to test the field. So if I got stopped out over here by trailing the stop loss, by taking entry here, partial, got stopped out by trailing stop loss. Inducement leg, remember what did I say? Inducement leg, fall, closed below this bullish parallel gap, retest this bullish gap. I wanna take entry over here again, bring stop loss above this high. We'll try to take some partial. I think this line here, that's gonna be the target. Maybe I'll try to take partial in between here somewhere from 1 minute chart if I see. Otherwise, yeah, that's all, guys. Market is boring me. To avoid over trading, I'm gonna do some dishes back in 15 minutes. I'm not a YouTuber, lol. Just paper funded on paper. Actually, not like that way, brother. When you do the paper trade and you take the losing trade, you never notice that. You also lose the paper trade as well. I mean, how we actually treat the paper trade. Paper trade we treat like 1 day is good, 2 days good, 3 days good, the 4 days bad, and we took like 5,000 times, 5 times more loss. Like if it was the funded account, it was has been blown already 5 times, 6 times. That much loss we take, and then yeah, I'll be there in Discord, brother. Don't worry about the Discord. But in YouTube, maybe I'm not gonna be active so much. I will be only active sometimes on the members only. Like, however, I was saying that like paper trade, we don't notice the losing trade. To be honest, we don't notice that. If it can go through this area, see this area, if it can go through that area, just give the highest priority to that gap, specifically that gap. If this gap is broken by one tick, this low is gonna be taken for sure. Tell me, how was the sell from here? Just tell me that. How was the sell from here? Brother, you didn't take it because I'm not confident. That's why I didn't take it, right? No man. I know what I'm doing. All I need the run toward my direction according to the logic. Yeah, I'll move my stop loss. I'll get stopped out. I give the highest priority to the capital, to my capital. However, guys, what is your color? What is the color of your account? Please let me know that, okay? I'm not a YouTuber. You mean that I'm a YouTuber? I'm also not an YouTuber, brother. Here, whoever is here, like this 46 people, all of us are a family member, I think, like that way. I mean, we treat each other like a family member, not as a YouTuber and as viewers. I think so. I can be wrong. Some people can think that, oh, okay, he's an YouTuber. But I'm not an YouTuber. I promise you, brother, I'm not a YouTuber. Market is boring me. Okay, Phoenix, we'll see that. I'm thinking Dawn liquidity 24,605.00 by 12:30 p.m. 605. 605. Okay, so you are talking about here, around this area. I agree with you. I will say that. Yeah, before 12:30, good area. And around 12:30, it can start to reverse. Yeah, brother. In my opinion, this should be the high of the day. I believe this is going to be the high of the day. I can be wrong again. Please don't judge me. But I'm thinking this is gonna be the high of the day. And the low of the day is gonna be happen in between the 50% and the low of this volume imbalance. Here somewhere. Okay, the low of the day is going to happen here somewhere. Just my opinion again. I think it's gonna work like that way. This high should be protected for the rest of the day. Again, this is a very strong level. I know that some of you really don't get the point, but this hourly cap low is a very strong point over here. A very strong point. I can't force you guys to believe it, but if you saw it again and again, you will understand the fact. Top or the 50% rejection, a very specific gap, which is very specific. Top or the 50% rejection gonna cause the low rejection most of the time. Low rejection doesn't mean that it will just simply tap to the low and then it will keep falling. No, it's not like that way. It will tap to the low as long as it's not reach. For example, if it is the constant encroachment rejection, then it is allowed to trade in between the lower quadrant and the low of the gap. If it has been rejected from the constant encroachment before, the range is lower quadrant and the low. Anywhere in between this area, market will reverse. If it reverses from the high, then it has a possibility to trade the 50% or extremely to the upper quadrant, but body is going to close below the area, below the constant encroachment of this gap. Top rejection, the wick can reach until the upper quadrant. Body has to close around this 50% or below this 50% for the 50% rejection. If it is rejected from the 50% at first, then it can maximum be allowed to trade the upper quadrant, but body has to close below the gap or around the gap, below the gap. Okay, so below this line, not inside this gap, either below this line or around with this line. Body has to close over here, and then it should react from there. This is called top rejection, consonant consonant rejection. I believe that I have talked about this a lot of time in my YouTube, I mean in here in streaming. Some of you can forget that, so just for you guys. Just a few moments ago, what did I say about this? Remember the lowest down close body close candle? I know that it's like long week, but still this is the only opportunity, right? Open, extend it to your right. This is the most logical level for this market to reverse. So that means if it would love to reverse, it can reuse this order block before reversing. Just a few moments ago, I talked about that when I was saying that why I'm targeting this area, not this low, not that low, not this gap, nothing. Why this area? Because this area is aligned with this order block, old order block. Liquidity has been cleared, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade the order block, sorry, trade the fair value gap, lowest down close candle order block, trade the order block, unfilled gap, see this gap, unfilled, it should be unfilled, come back again, fill this gap 100%, see this highest up close body close candle, low, high, lower low. Look at this candle, market extended to your right. If I were bullish, I'm already in a trade. I'm not bullish, so I'm not taking any trade inside this lunch hour. But if I were bullish, I'm already in a trade. And maybe target is there from this breaker block. I think we all will learn slowly, but definitely. Okay. I'm done for today. I will see you tomorrow. If you have any question, let me know. But before going to close the stream, please let me know the color of your account. Dark red, almost black. So what do you prefer, Pro or Flex? It's up to you, brother. It's own choice. Like you go for Flex, good. If you wanna go for Pro, good. But I mean, Flex is more flexible. I think so. Just my opinion again, brother. Flex is better, I think. But yeah, of course, it's up to you, brother. Whatever you think, you can go for that. But for me, Flex is better. Khalid Green, stop trading then. Phoenix Trading Lab Green, of course. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, of course, you should green. Is there anyone who is green actually today? I'm green, Tito. Hey, Jamil, congratulations, brother. Bro, I just bought an Eval using your code. How long does it take? I see no account at all. You'll get it immediately, brother. You should get it immediately. Ripa, why you are not the account? You should get it immediately, like within 5 minutes, something like that. Congratulations, Jamil. Thank you so much, brother, for being profitable. Jamil, I would love to ask you a question, brother. You are watching the dealing runs because I stopped talking about the dealing runs. Do you still use that dealing runs theory or anything like that? Still, do you use it? Just asking, brother. Only trading Eval account green in all three Evals. One Eval is $70 away from passing. Congratulations, Sujivan. I hope, brother, you'll pass it so soon and you will make some payout and share the screenshot with our group again. I'm waiting for your screenshot again, brother. Thanks for your hindsight, brother. No problem, Jamil. But never ever believe me. Like at least not blindly. Ask question. If you think you are bullish, hold your bias bullish. If I'm bearish, I can be wrong. You can be wrong. I can be wrong, right? Everyone can be wrong. This is the game of the probability. So if you think you are bullish, I'm bearish, don't change your bias. Keep going for the bullishness. Repasto, you are also green. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations, brother. I don't know you guys really got my point or not, but I'm learning a lot by talking to you guys. I'm learning how to manage my psychology, how to depend on the ego, how not to depend on the ego, a lot of things. But thank you, brother. Have a good rest of the day. I'll see you later in Discord or tomorrow, God willing. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, Sudipan. See you tomorrow, brother. Yes, I keep using A4 year, but my entries are based on legitimate liquidity swap. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jamil, keep doing that. And finally, if you found a long-term profitability, I will ask you to share your experience with everyone through the Discord if you are okay with that. I just needed someone to do that as you are doing it, and that's why I'm just asking, okay, brother? After some period of time, if you see it's continuously profitable, you please share your experience about the dealing deals. I believe that I'll learn that as well from you. So yeah, thank you, man. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Remember this breaker block. I just what did I say? If I were bullish, I'm not bullish here anymore. I was talking about the sell. So all I interested here to take the sell. Can I go for this sell side liquidity? So I'm not interested to take the buy anymore, at least. So that's why I'm not framing the buy set or bullish breaker block over there. It's all about the price action, how you're going to use that price action. Awesome. Like here, if I would get for the sell from that area after getting stopped out, taking partial stopped out, to resell from that area, maybe took some partial, trail the stop loss. Yeah, I'll survive over here for sure, but I will not survive over here. I'll get stopped out over there. While this candle has gone above that area, or maybe this gap has been created, market trade it, and then I would move my stop loss and I will get stopped out above this side. So not able to hold the trade for the outside liquidity, I'll get stopped out. And then I will keep looking for the new entry opportunity as long as this market is not going to take that sell side liquidity or it's not going to break the bearish PD array, right? Bearish PD array. What should I look for? Sell only. How long? Sell side liquidity. More importantly, this area. In my opinion, this market will come here, at least over here, and then it will go back again inside this volume imbalance closed over there. I hope so this is gonna work like that way. Otherwise, it's gonna be an accumulation day, which is a classical accumulation day. Low, high, lower low, lower high, lower sorry, higher low, higher high, lower high, sorry, lower low, higher low, something like that. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys. Absolutely T2, we are family. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Zamil. See you guys. Until the next time. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.